Well, this is a critical game, a chance for the perfect statement to any potential rival that you are aiming higher at their expense. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Shot a goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now it's Bale. Bernal. Dani Olmo. Balde. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Guardiola. Bale. And it's Cruyff. Floated through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper. Balde. And it's Rashford. It's gone out for a throw-in. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He won't be happy with that one. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ball is over the line. Decent chance! He's a sharp little ball here. Searching pass he's played there. And here's Rashford. Lewandowski. And he's cut it out. Dani Olmo! Hits wide, but not by very much.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
Thinks one through. Bernal. That's a good run he's making there. He's shifting through the gears here. Still goalless. Yamal.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Raul. Now it's Bale. Referee's given a throw. Madrid
Really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Dani Olmo. Rashford is wide and looking to get onto this. Guardiola. Howson. Whistle's gone, that's foul. And he is going into that little black book. That is ended up in no man's land. And it's Cruyff. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Some really good ball movement. And this is Eto'o. Dani Olmo knocks it into space. Rashford providing an outlet on that flank. Marquez gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Eto'o. Stood up well to him there. Pau Kubasi gets over and intercepts. Pedri. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Koundé. Looking to play him in. Could move up a gear here. Oh, no joy this time. Balde. And it's Rashford. And the pass is intercepted. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So neither side yet off the mark.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que guarden cola de forma ordenada si van a hacer uso de nuestros puestos de comida.
And they get things going again.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Guardiola. Pass somewhat off target. Balde gets it away. Raul looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. Cruyff unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that looks a decent ball. Yamal has the space to scheme. He is just caressing the ball.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And it's Pedri. And here's Lewandowski. Aimed beyond the... Tries a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Barcelona with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's got the beating of his man. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Goal! That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Kubasi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Madrid are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Dani Olmo, 60 minutes played. Engages and forces him off the ball. Can he get it through? Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Pedri. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Now it's Raul. Played into space. Oh, what goes for a shot! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Looking for options for movement. Dani Olmo. Now it's Lewandowski. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Eto'o. He's got away. Oh, that was vital. Pedri. Over to the right flank. Now it's Pedri.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out wide. And it's Pedri. And here's Dani Olmo. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Barcelona really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Rashford. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Great vision. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he get on the end of this? Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, there's only one reason that he would be sent off there. It is the denial of an obvious goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
Roberto Carlos ready to try one. An opportunity then to pull clear here.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 19, Neymar, el dorsal 17, Messi, el dorsal 24, Makelele. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
And that should get the job done. Caresses it through. Araujo tries to clear.
Madrid really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Great defending, strong and determined. Bale, Eto'o. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Spread to the right. Defending was strong and firm. Ambitious ball here.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He leaps for it! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Eto'o actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that is that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here, and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved.
Everyone, please welcome the two
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Peter, we're about to see how good Lilian Thuram is. Besides being physically imposing and quick, he's very intelligent and usually that crucial split second ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, fabulous reader of the game.
And pretty much got it all.
Howson makes the interception. Messi, while facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Roberto Carlos, Goulet. Goulet's cross, keeper's dealt with that. Satriano. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Roberto Carlos. It's an early cross. Getting up there! Tried his hardest, but the cross asked too much of him in the end.
In this game, you're always striving to gain an advantage or produce a little surprise element to things, and the quicker the delivery, I think the more chance you have, and they should have done better there.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
And this is Messi, crossing, impressive jump! Goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and made it perfectly.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Thiago is the team's great visionary. And here's Cruyff. Knocks it out wide, delivers with whip. Well read, and the danger is averted. Now he's off and running. Marquez promptly onto that, and that is that. And here's Messi. Cross to the back post. And he's heaved it away. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Chance for a shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Now it's Lewis, and there's the shot! Magnificent! A finish of true class! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. He gave it plenty and some, crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
Thailand are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Spread out to the left. Arda Güler. Deflected behind for a corner kick. And it's Thuram. Tries to cross. And he can thump it away. And now they can spring out of defence. Cruyff. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He shifted it to the flank. Skims one in. Oh, important interception. Messi, who does have an assist to his name, tries one from range. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Knocks it into space. Luis Suarez! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. Thiago. That's Thuram. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In by Messi. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And here's Suarez, and here's Cruyff. Cruyff! Oh, crossbar! And that brings the first half to a close. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Thailand sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat.
And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
The second period is underway. Marquez cuts out the pass. And it's Varane. And this is Luis. He'll try from distance. There is the genius of Luis Suarez. That is a gem, an absolute gem. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Number 10.
You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. A case now of complete control. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Has a look and place it forward. Spread it left. That's destined for the flank. Tries to pass it through. Satriano. Ball is over the line. Very nicely done. This looks promising. Cruyff. And this is Luis Suarez. Now it's Goulet. Roberto Carlos. In early. And a header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Cruyff currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Satriano. 60 minutes played. Satriano picks it up out wide. Has crossed into the middle. Tries to get it clear. And this is Cruyff. And it's Varane. Played out wide. Roberto Carlos delivers the ball. And he's there to get it away. And that's been won straight back. Thuram. Messi is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Roberto Carlos. There's the... Oh, good effort! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Ah, he's given it away. Roberto Carlos. Played out to the left flank.
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
Can he finish? Has fallen kindly here. And it's in. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 4,
Getafe can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Thailand are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Nicely aimed pass. And it's been played through. Tries a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
substitution.
Getafe have opted to make another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking...
Header comes in! Half an hour gone in the second half. Thiago aimed beyond the defence. Throw in. Crosses it in here. Oh, well played, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
They want to be quick to recover this. Marquez. Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Thailand clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And the finish!
Substitutions taking place.
Getafe making further changes here and in quick succession. So, time for a potential game changer.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Luis Suarez! And that's past the post. Well, played right into his path. And that's another good win of the ball. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Messi. Defending of the desperate variety. Pinches it off him. And it's Juanmi. Can he get it through? He's through here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Thailand can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
We're up and running then.
Rafael Varane is someone I've always liked a lot for his incredible discipline and intelligence, Peter. So often having to play a covering role for a more aggressive partner, He really has made that style his own.
Yeah, that's something for which he has rightly received a lot of praise in view of the kind of players he's been paired with down the years.
Yeah, and something he can do thanks to his great recovery pace and an outstanding sense of positioning too.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guardiola does well to get it back. And here's Raul. It's Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a...
Roll! And a neat finish! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
El dorsal 9.
Thailand are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
That's a cute ball. It's out for a goal kick. And here's Suarez. Now it's Goulet. Is there any support? He might not need it. Great chance! Superb from Arda Goulet! A finish right from the top draw. And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Thailand look out of sight already. They'll struggle to let it slip from here. Oh, that's a header! It's anyone's. In he goes again. And it's there! They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
Thailand are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Puyol. And it's Roberto Carlos. Nice looking ball. Now it's Raul. Not the most convincing of passes. And he's there to belt it away. Chance to deliver. Impressive jump! No joy, but a decent try.
But it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Looking for options for movement. Goulet is always looking to break lines. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
Well spotted.
And here's Raul. Steaming on. Can he finish? And that's past the post.
Spirited, to say the least. Certainly gave this crowd something to really cheer about.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's nice. It's Raul!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Messi. Luis Suarez. He leaps for it! And he's missed it. Thuram cuts it out. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Goulet is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Raul. Raul! Oh, impressive strike.
Thailand really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And here's Suarez. He's having a hit! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
If he sacrifices some power, he may control the elevation.
Now that looks a decent ball. Thuram has it out wide and in space. Oh, well played, well played.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's on it, can he get away?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now, can they get him away? Goulet receives it in a wide position. And a shot! And that's a sharp finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Things looking... And the referee says that is that for the first half. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Thailand are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. And we get things going again. But it's Thuram. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. And it's played in. He's rising! It wasn't a great header in the end. Goulet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And the finish! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he can thump it away. He's picked his way through.
Such good technique.
Ball in towards the middle. Big chance! It's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Time and again they are repelled. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. He has a look up. It's Luis Suarez! And that's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet. I think there's been a greater menace to...
Chance, surely! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's managed to get rid. Decent chance! And there's a goal! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. That's so good and so often seen nowadays. Don't give them time to think on the ball.
Messi might just make this. And it's Thuram. That's an imaginative pass.
Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Roberto Carlos. It's a goal kick. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So what can they make of this? And this is Luis Suarez. He's a sharp little... And he shoots! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 5.
So we have further activity
será
on the bench here.
sustituido por el dorsal 33.
Thailand couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Guardiola. Luis Suarez needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force.
And a header! Is it in? Yes, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Burgos making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So a lead courtesy of an own goal. Tries one from range! And he's spooned it over the bar.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Deftly away.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Gets his head on it! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Crossed in. Header! Well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
En el minuto 82, el dorsal 11.
Tries to pass it through. Shot could be off. There's the shot! And he hits the net. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is...
Luis Suarez! And that's a tidy finish. And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Another one. This must be his personal high. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And this is Raul. It's Raul! That is gorgeous from Raul! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
As if three weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Roll. Roll! He's put his foot right through that one. He's gone forward. Roll, chasing after it. Varane. Raul. Oh, there's a probing ball. And we're done. Thailand really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
He's having a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
Well, he's never the sort to doubt his own capabilities. Always fancies himself, no matter what the situation.
Just eases him off the ball. Turns back here, probably the best option. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Messi's cross. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And it's Arda Güler. Looking for the run. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Nicely weighted ball. He's found the way through. This looks... Shoots! In with the challenge. Tries to pass it through. Suarez gets flagged offside. Now it's Pepe. Great defending, strong and determined. Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Decent chance! There it is! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. He's shifting through the gears here, and the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
First quarter of an hour gone. Great vision. Cruyff! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi, and a chance! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's Arda Güler. And this is Roberto Carlos. Shot a goal! It's a goal! They are purring, truly purring. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Thailand are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling...
Oh, great leap! Yes! And they're threatening to fly away here. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
Number 4,
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Thailand have hit a quick-fire double here. And the shots! And no mistake! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at their golden best. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Suarez really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive feet.
He's in one-on-one. Oh, just straight shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Thailand are having a ball here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Gerard Moreno. Pepe. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he shoots! Not the most convincing of passes. Chips it through. Big chance! And that has faded wide.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
And here's Goulet. Can he get it through? And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Looking early, getting up there!
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Guardiola. Varane is firing after that one. Oh, that's clever. Can he finish? Goal! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And he cuts out the supply. And for the first half, that is that. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Thailand really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Thailand looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Messi. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, that looks a cracking... He's having a pop!
Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Played back into the centre. Now it's Pepe.
Such good technique.
Now, can they get him away? So no flag here. And it's been taken short. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a nicely shaped ball. And this is Messi. And the shot! And there's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 15.
Now it's Pepe. Knocks it into space. Pepe cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Luis Suarez. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And that means just one. It's Luis Suarez! Oh, good finish. They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Another one. This must be his personal high. Oh, shooting chance! No, it's wide.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Well, that has not gone well. He's picked his way through. Shot, surely! And that's a tidy finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Varane receives it in a good position. Can he finish? And he hits the net. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 4.
And yes, it's him again.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Puyol! Oh, there was plenty on that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Vega. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Villarreal have opted to make another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And it's Buchanan. Roberto Carlos does well to get it back. Looking to play him in. Roberto Carlos. Shapes to shoot! Corner number 3 coming up. He's going for goal! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Roberto Carlos plays it short. Tries a shot! They're up to 5 corners now. And it's hoisted clear. Puyol, no way through, so back it comes. Goulart gets a foot in here. There's the shot! And he's stuck it away. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And yes, it's there! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Puyol. Puyol! And he's missed it. And it's Varane. Arda Güler. Roberto Carlos has it in a wide towering header. And that's in. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Foyt. Perez might just make this. He's had it taken off him. Goulart is always looking to break lines. Foyt. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And this is Luis Suarez. Chance for a shot! And I think we're done. Yes, we are done. Thailand really have hit the heights. A tour de force. Manchester United going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't...
He's having a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Manchester United have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd...
Shapes to shoot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Šeško. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! And a neat finish. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have...
Šeško! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
There will be a throw-in. Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here. Oh no, what has happened here?
Great chance! Superb from Šeško! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. And a calamitous moment ends with the inevitable result.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need...
Getting up there!
And he opts to go forward. And the counter is on. Knocks it into space. Ampadu. And it's Aronson. Great defending, strong and determined. Chelnini. And here's Mbappe.
And the shot!
And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he's had it nicked away.
Goes for a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was...
Goes for the shot!
And he couldn't keep it down.
Mbappe most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Šeško, shot a goal! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
He'll try from distance.
Brought out the best in the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Leeds are looking to go forward now. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier.
Šeško really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Bruno Fernandes.
That was lovely, that.
Here's...
Oh, shooting chance!
And that's past the post.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Now this could be a chance.
Chance! It's hit the upright. And there's a goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great vision. Biol cuts out the pass. And he plays one through.
There's the shot! And no mistake. And they're threatening to fly away here.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade.
Big chance!
Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Manchester United are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable.
Everyone, please welcome to the field our players.
So let's get the ball rolling. Tries to play it through. Not a hint of offside here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That has been cut short. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
De Ligt. Now that looks a decent ball. Justin. Now Struijk. Šeško. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's there to belt it away. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, that's superb. He's trying to hit the front line here. Nemecha. Greenwood receives it in a good position. It's Greenwood! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Darlow herring after the ball here. And it's been hooked away. And he's been shifted off it. Šeško needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now. Yeah, the hat-trick is definitely on his mind, Peter. He wants to get it over with as quickly as he can. Just about everything he's done, for me, he's done it with real conviction.
He certainly has. Really satisfying performance from him, a smiling satisfaction emanating from him. He is embracing this game. Now it's Greenwood. Looking for the far post. And it's claimed by the keeper. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Distributed tidily. Aronson. Looking for a runner. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. It's not an especially good pass, that. Struijk. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Calvert-Lewin. Oh, that's a key interception. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, that's well spotted. Ampadu. Nemecha.
Oh, really well played. Leeds appear determined to play through the middle again, and guess what? It's the same result.
Nicely shaped ball. And he's picked it up out wide. Good take, and is he in? Oh. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Number 17.
That is good alertness. It's a sharp little ball here.
Number 11. Number 18. Coming on the
Just
field.
eases him off the ball.
Number 40. Number 8.
Oh, strongly challenged there.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he finish? Bogle. Now it's Calvert-Lewin. Edingson. Longstaff. And he shoots! And that's going right the way across. Justin spots it and intercepts. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Greenwood looking to receive it in space. Šeško! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Number 30.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
Number 14. Coming on to replace him is
Mbappe
number 19.
receives it in a wide position.
Mbappe clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Rodon. And here's Calvert-Lewin. Bruno Fernandes. Can he get on the end of this? Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Manchester United come away having earned what they always set out. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I've always been a fan of this fella, Kyle Walker, who's amongst the most established fullbacks in the game, cited by so many top players as being a nightmare to face. It's very rare to...
Towering header! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Šeško! And that's a good finish. Not one, but two. It is a dream start. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to...
And Beckham! He's hit it first time.
That's unlucky. The idea was really smart for me, and he's had a good go at it.
Anthony. Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Looking for the run, and he welcomes it in. Greenwood! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
There's the shot! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top drawer. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Spread out to the left. Knocks it into space. Manchester United look out of sight already. They'll struggle to let it slip. Chance for a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Oh, good climb! It's a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Šeško. It's a really well-measured ball. Lofted in.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Laurent. And it's Walker. Foster. That's Hannibal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. Hartman. Hannibal. Šeško is having the time of his life here. Anthony. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. Elects to cross. Hannibal. Hartman. Great defending, strong and determined. Anthony. No, that's been intercepted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Goes looking wide. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Anthony. And Laurent. Tries to pass it through. Beckham providing an outlet on that flank. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, can they get him away? And Beckham! And a neat finish. They are purring, truly purring.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And he's picked out the run. They're urging him to... And he shoots! And yes, it's there! And they're threatening to fly away here.
3 minutes added time.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Kyle Walker. Tries to play it through. And they win it back again. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Manchester United really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Manchester United looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. So straight into the second half. And that's a... Greenwood! Now, who's going to... Can he finish? Pulled out the best in the keeper.
Meno really reacted very quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Tries to get it clear. Out of play for a throw. He's got plenty of space out wide here. In towards the back. He leaps for it! And that's a tidy finish. And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
And he cuts out the supply. Martinez.
Manchester United are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
He's in a great position here. He's having a shot! It's a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that has put paid to that. Sheshko, and the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, what has happened here? An instinctive... He's rising! Well taken goal. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention.
Header! It's bounced back off the post. And he's heaved it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Laurent.
Have beautifully policed that midfield.
Real chance! And no mistake. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And the keeper gets his hands on it. Foster gets a good foot in there. And that has been cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Greenwood. Oh, easy pickings there. Ward-Prowse. And that's gone loose. He has found the way through. Big chance! And he's steered it beyond the post.
That's the threat he carries, Peter, running at defences like that. If only he managed to retain his composure.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Sheshko, number 6. Vieira.
Manchester United are, of course, in a position. Takes a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Greenwood currently being consciously targeted. It's Greenwood! And that's a sharp finish. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
That could spell trouble. And Mbappe! And there's a goal. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub. This is wonderful front-footed football. It's Greenwood!
And he's missed it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Hartman. He's had a shot! He's put it wide. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, well measured. He's on it. Can he get away? Mignanda. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here.
6 added minutes has been...
He is through here!
Well, that looks a decent ball. That's the keeper's ball. Great vision. It's not an especially good pass, that. Hartman. Out for a throw. Can he get on the end of this? And that's that. Manchester United have done the business, grasping what they saw as... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. We're up and running then. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion of energy and good vision.
Oh, he's been caught napping! Good running, strong and purposeful. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Yellow or red? It is red. Barcelona already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
Well, his thinking may have been about making his presence felt, but not the wisest of decisions.
So changes already, that is a bit of a surprise.
Well, I don't think he's going to be delighted at being substituted at this stage, especially when you consider the position they're in. He'll be a bit miffed about this, yeah.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Dani Olmo. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Rummenigge showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dani Olmo. Now it's Pelé. Just eases him off the ball. Adriano. Pirlo cuts out the pass. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Dani Olmo. Adriano. And it's Carvajal. Great defending, strong and determined. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking for the run, and he was quick to react. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Adriano was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Dani Olmo, and this is Adriano, and he's got away from him. It's Adriano! And that's really well manoeuvred. He's shifting through the gears here. Ibrahimovic! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Pelé. Lahm plays an impressive jump. Didn't quite get enough on that.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Adriano is herring after that one. Zanetti spots it and intercepts. And this is Adriano. And he's being shifted off it. It's a pretty loose pass. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he has shown him a yellow card. Zanetti. Barcelona are inclined to exhibit a more cavalier approach to the game, Jim.
Yeah, possession-based football can be expansive and stylish, provided you have enough ballers in your team and someone who can dictate the tempo. It's not a style that anyone can necessarily play easily, Peter.
Ronaldo ready to try one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. Lahm is one whose deliveries we all know about. And it's Lahm. He's picked his way through. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lahm just loves to go forward whenever he can. Carvajal. Dani Olmo. Adriano. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano. Chance for a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Barcelona have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can...
Oh, great leap! And again, that is frustrating.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. Thailand certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. And this is Adriano. He's had a shot! No way through there. Now this could be a chance. Cruyff played into space. Tries to pass it through. It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Rijkaard clears. Zanetti. And it's Olmo.
There they go, hunting again.
Cristiano Ronaldo. And the referee says that is that for the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Thailand finding themselves behind by just 1 goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. We're on the move again.
Thailand can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
In with the challenge. Rijkaard with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. And yes, it's there! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Nicely aimed pass. And he's straight offside. It's a searching pass. Dani Olmo. And this is Ronaldo. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And smartly reclaimed. And it's Olmo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He might be in here. Oh, look at the space here. Good claim. No margin for error there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Thailand have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Rummenigge, and a shot! And there's a goal! That is ended up in no man's land. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is good strength. Cannavaro did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And reclaimed it in a trice. Adriano. This is a promising build-up. Looking for options for movement. Rummenigge being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. He is through here. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Adriano receives it in a good position here. Beckenbauer promptly onto that, and that is that. And this is Adriano, and it's Carvajal. And he was alert to it. Zanetti kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! Barcelona! And they're back in front.
Adriano really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
And now he has two.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. This looks very much like a shoring up of the rear guard.
Yeah, and that's not totally surprising. The manager obviously felt his defence needed reinforcement. He can't afford a repeat.
Barcelona have their lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay...
Oh, what has happened here? Goes for a shot! It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Rummenigge.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Out towards the flank. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Messi. And this is Luis Suarez. That's a cute ball. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
the shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best. Oh, he's been caught on it here!
4 minutos de descuento.
Luis Suarez tries from distance. It's loose. Oh, what has happened here? And a chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Rijkaard. That's an imaginative pass. Look at the space, it takes a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that signals the end. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outsmart each other.